Beyond the Mic with Sean Dillon.
We're joined on the star line by author and captain of the legendary Northwestern on Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch. We welcome Sig Hansen.
Hello there.
Sig, let's go beyond the mic. You've been fishing since you were 14. How has your love of fishing changed over the years?
Well, I mean, for me, the love of fishing is still there. It's the time spent fishing that's changed, I think. You know, it's how I see the amount of time gone from family and friends and that nature. But the love is still there. The passion is always there.
Now, has technology changed the amount of time that you spend out for you to fish your quota?
Well, you know, we do have better equipment nowadays as far as plotters and things like that. So I think the fleet itself has become more efficient. You know, communications have changed. So now you can communicate better with your canneries that you're delivering to and other fishermen as well. What's changed the most is the weather as far as communication and weather maps and charts and predictions. That has changed dramatically for us. You know, now I can literally look at an iPhone, for example, and see the weather patterns coming at us. And then I can kind of go by that and judge what I'm going to do next. And I can save time by doing that. So that's different. As far as the method, that's still the same. You still got to get out there in the elements and do what you do. It's very, that hasn't changed. And I don't suspect it will for some time. But when you can battle the elements and use that to your advantage, you save time. And time is always money.
This year, the red crab fishery was closed in Alaska. Your family is dependent on it for part of your income. Why did you believe that taking the chance to fish in Norway was the best option for your family?
Well, I think for me, it was partly ego-driven, partly curiosity. I've said it's a kind of an itch I always wanted to scratch. Being of Norwegian descent, I fished there, as a teenager in the summers and Alaska as well. So I was always spending my summers on the water. When I heard about this king crab in Norway, which is an invasive species from Russia, I wanted it in. And so it just happened to be a good opportunity for me. I could justify going there. You know, normally I would never have done that. But because we had a closure in our industry in Alaska for king crab, I thought now's the time to do this and roll the dice and see how it is.
Sig, who mentored you fishing growing up, and how did that experience change the way you mentored others?
Well, my father and my grandfather, number one, because we're fourth generation fishermen, and because of our the family dynamic, it was just something that I think was expected, but I know that had I done something else, I probably would have. I felt like I would have let my family down. I think that's part of it, but it's also been something that I've always wanted to do. As far as myself mentoring others, I know that I've been a mentor for my daughter. Mandy. I'm very proud of her. I didn't expect her to want to join the industry, but she did at an early age of 17. She'd been on board the Northwestern at the age of 13 years old every summer during our salmon tendering seasons. And so big part of that. Now she runs the show in the summer. And so I think I did a good job with her as far as that goes. If she wanted to do something else, I would never hold that against her. I think being able to go out there and do something like that is good for anybody, to get your hands dirty and just live that life for a little while and see what you think, because there's nothing guaranteed out there. And that's the thing, it's a very different lifestyle than most others. There's no guarantee behind it. And I know I've mentored Jake Anderson on the Saga as well. That I know 100%. And he still reaches out to me. And I feel very proud of that fact. And I'm still learning as I get older, and I see that he's changing and doing things a little different and learning. And there's no book you can go by. You know, you have to kind of figure it out on your own and find your own method of being a fisherman.
If you're enjoying these conversations, please check out another Beyond the Mic episode to find more actors, artists, and people you need to know. We'd also appreciate a like and subscribe on the Good Pods app. From Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch, Sig Hansen joins us from the Northwestern Beyond the Mic, and it's time for the Rocky Nade. 8 random questions. Answer with the first thing that comes to your mind. There is no pressure. Sig, favorite meal your wife cooks when you get home from fishing?
Favorite meal? Oh my God. That would be kumla, which is a Norwegian meal. It's actually a potato ball. That's a recipe from the old country. So I love it when she makes that.
So what's the nickname that your grandkids have given you?
Gra. So that's the nickname.
Which is better, an Alaskan sunrise or a Norwegian sunset?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to have to go with the Alaskan sunrise because Norwegian sunset, when I was there, it was dark probably 20 hours a day.
What was the last movie you saw?
The last movie I went to see. Oh my Lord.
Been a while.
It's been so long I can't remember. I'll tell you what, last night my wife and I were watching television and I saw Cruise came out with a new Top Gun. So I'll give you the next movie I'm going to see. We decided we're going to go and get out there and go to the movies. And we haven't talked about that in years. So I'm going to go see Top Gun.
What's one thing you always get shopping at the grocery store?
At the grocery store, the one thing I always get is strawberries. That's an easy one.
Best place to vacation?
Boy, to vacation. Well, for me, it's back in Norway because of the family, and that's always been a favorite place to vacation. But if it's not Norway, then I would say Disneyland. When
you're home and it's just you, what do you love to do?
Just to relax. You know, I tell you, I'm a couch potato. Well, you don't have TV on the boat, right? So
right.
I'm a couch potato. I'm in love with that television remote control. That's the problem.
What would you do if money wasn't an object? You had everything you needed to live.
Well, I'm doing it, aren't I?
Fans have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly on Deadliest Catch. What's your best memory?
Yeah, best memory on Deadliest Catch. I think one of the best memories on Catch is when my daughter Mandy boarded the boat. I never saw that coming. You know, I know it's television and everything, but when she came on board, and it was so unexpected, and she pulled the rug right out from under my feet. I didn't think that she could show up in that fashion, and she did. It blew me away. And the fact that all that stuff is caught on tape, it just blows my mind.
It's time for one big question from Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch. Captain Sig Hansen Beyond the Mic. Sig, how has your wife's cancer diagnosis and eventual cancer-free discovery changed the way you see your life on the seas?
You know, every day when I'm out there, I think about my own mortality. And when that happened to her, it was one of those times where I never wanted to get off the boat as much. There's 2 times in my life I've had that feeling. Once with her, and the other one was when I lost Jeff Hathaway on the Destination when they sang. I tell you what, it just makes you start to think how fragile everything is. And, you know, we're not out there to be heroes, none of that stuff. I think I've proved my point and still doing it. But for some reason, still go out there. And I feel like it's a responsibility still. But I tell you, it's those moments in time that make you wonder, you know, why. I still do.
Captain Sig Hansen, still fishing on the Northwestern, wants to see Top Gun Maverick and is a couch potato. Check him out on this season of Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch. Sig, thanks for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you for having me. That was fun.
And that, my friends, is a Beyond the Mic shortcut.